In a sense, like I said before, it's a very spiritual process to paint the paintings, and that shows in the work. People react to it in they're very moved spiritually, emotionally inside when they see my paintings. And I like that. To me, that's what's part of my ministry. So to paint what I paint and to show it to people and have more people see it and allow them to be moved and something shifts inside of them. Many times in my paintings, faces appear or different scenes appear in the paintings which I don't put in there. And so in a sense, I also think that the paintings are charged with like symbols or with messages, which I don't put there, but the people see it. And they probably see it through the subconscious mind, not with the conscious mind. Sometimes they can consciously see a face, but in some cases they don't know what they're looking at, but it's there. And it talks to them on the inside, on the subconscious level. And there's magic involved in that, and that's what I like about painting. What influenced my work in the fact that I started to paint when I finished my master's degree in practical spirituality. And basically what that was a course in spirituality of 2 years where the basic lesson of the work was not to judge. And when I really got that, I understood that, is when I started to paint. So I finished the master's class and I understood I didn't have to judge what I was doing anymore. Because when I was a little kid, when I was 7 or 8 years old, I used to draw, like any kid draws. And then I stopped drawing because I judged it as not good, as, like not artistically, not good drawings. And then when I finished the master's class, I started to draw again. But this time, I didn't judge it as bad. I saw it as my style, as artistic. And I didn't judge it. And people liked what I did, and I started to do the same thing with painting. I started to paint, to play with the colors, and follow the accident. And understand that the accident was the way that intuition was working with me, and that I didn't have to think about what I was doing, just flow with the paint. And so for me, painting is a very spiritual process. It's an actual process to me. I start and I finish a painting. Most of the paintings I start and I finish in the same session. And it's just a flow of the paint and the colors and the different accents that happen in the process that I follow. When I finish the painting, I know it's done. I just know it. It's like intuition gets to me. So that was very important for me. It's very part of the whole process. It's very spiritual to me. And that's why it affects people in the way that it does. And people react to it. They react to the colors and they react to what they see on the canvas. It's kind of similar to a Rorschach test in psychology, where two people can look at it and one sees, a girl on a bicycle and the other one sees a car crash. It depends on what they come with, their baggage, when they bring to the painting. It's the same thing. So that's interesting to me. That's the part that's fun. To me, if I were just to draw faces or just to draw animals, to me that's not as interesting as what I see the magic behind what happens with my paintings. The mind is really the thing. And I have to look at the painting and just allow the message or the feeling or the emotion to come to them, rather than to try and interpret and say this should be this way or this should be that way. And it happens with many people, sometimes without them knowing that it happens. Sometimes they just walk by and they get caught by what they see, and then they allow them to sink in. And other times people are just very narrow-minded and very much into their form of looking at things. And that's okay. To me, that's perfect also. I mean, the paintings that affect people, it's perfect that they affect those people because it's a message for those people. When somebody looks at the paintings and they don't get affected by it, that's perfect too. The painting is not for them. So there's a perfection in all of this, which to me is very spiritual. In spirit, everything's perfect. In the physical it's not, but in the spirit it is. And to me, that's what's in my painting.